What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Cook and Brass YouTube channel, where today we'll be taking a look at my Palmetto State Armory 9mm dagger build. First things first, to start this video out, this gun is fully clear. There's no magazines in, no chamber. The gun is fully clear. This build is all Palmetto State Armory. When I bought this gun, I was able to get a very good deal about 2 years ago with buying a separate upper and a separate lower. The upper came, I think it's their S5 cut that's got the alligator mouth cut right there, as you see, and it's got the different lightning cuts within the top of the slide, as well as these aggressive groove cutouts so you can get a grip on top of the slide. It came with a threaded barrel as well, so on the very end I went ahead and put a Palmetto State Armory dagger comp on it. It's been very solid since then. It's definitely helped to mitigate the recoil. So pretty much what the comp will do is when you're shooting normally, the gases will come straight out and just disperse, which is what causes recoil from the gun. So when it comes out with a comp, what it does is where it would normally come out, the gases are diverted up, helping bring your muzzle down instead of letting it kick up as bad. So I went ahead and installed that. It goes onto the regular thread pitch that's on the daggers. Listed online is the different slides that it's able to be added with. I think there's just a couple that it won't fully thread on with, but the comp comes with crush washers and different shims to allow for the perfect fit to get on there. Coming down to the bottom, I've got one of my favorite overall pistol lights. It's the Olight PL Valkyrie Turbo. Very solid light for the money. It runs off of two CR123A batteries. Very bright light. I don't know if you can see that, but if you look at that, it is a very, very bright light. You know, that way if you're carrying this and you get into a situation where you have to use it before you have to take the step any further, you could just so much as just blind the person, whether it be an intruder or whatever situation that you're in. Highly recommend it. You can get these on Amazon for I think $70–80, but if you normally wait, or if you would like to wait to get the best deal, I know on a lot of holidays they'll normally knock these down. They just had the PL3, which is the shorter head on it. They were just on sale for I think $50. So if you wait till either Black Friday, they normally have the very best deals on there. You're able to get these super cheap and put them on there if you like them. It's had a pretty good life. I have only changed the batteries maybe one time in this, and that's because while I was carrying it in my sling bag, I had a AD on the light which drained the batteries down, but ever since then I haven't had any issue out of it. Coming down here, you have the dagger trigger, which we'll take a look at. As you can see with the trigger, there's quite a bit of take up, and then it breaks, and then on the reset you come up, breaks right there, and you're able to go again. And then there's a full trigger again, a lot of take up, and then you hit that wall a little bit more, and then hits, and see the trigger will stay locked back. A lot of people will get on there and gripe and complain because they just wish that the trigger would reset. I've never had an issue out of it, but that, I mean, that is what it is. I've got 4 or 5 different handguns, and all of them are kind of different, but I don't have an issue with it. Another thing that you can look at too is where it doesn't have a safety. If you can see it, that little second part hinges. So if you do not have that bottom part engaged, that acts as a safety. You have to fully engage this bottom hinge in order to be able to pull that trigger all the way back. Coming back on through there, it's got just a regular safety. They are not able to be changed out. It is how it is. It's got a regular Glock takedown on it, so you're able to pull back, hit the trigger, and then go forward. I'm not going to take it all the way down in case YouTube doesn't like that. So you've got that, and then as you come back on top, I have True Glow raised sights, very solid sights. You've got the tritium insert up on top of here. If you're able to see that, I don't know if you're going to be able to look at it, but it's got a orange tritium front sight on it, and then in the back through the sight you're able to have green tritium glow sights on there. That way in the dark, if you don't want to use your red dot sight that you've got on here, or if your red dot goes down, you're able to look through these suppressor height sights and you're able to see it. That's what they're truly intended for with the threaded barrel, is to have a suppressor mounted on there. But I don't have the time nor money to fool with suppressors at this moment. So that's why we just went with a comp, and I have these as just a peace of mind in case this red dot does go down. This red dot is a Sealy. It is a Wolf Zero. You can get these off of Amazon. I have the Wolf Zero on a couple of my guns. In my opinion, as far as handgun sights go, they are very, 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 very good for the money. I'm not saying by any means they're, super cheap. They're not. I mean, you can get these from anywhere from 90 to, and they can creep up. I know they have some options now for like $170, but these normally stay in around $100. I've had this since I've actually got the gun, because it was one of the #1 rated RMR red dots that you were able to find on Amazon at the time for the money when I was starting this out. So as I said, the slide is cut for RMR, but you're able to get these in all different kinds of cuts as well, or if you need to get optics plates to convert, you can. The slide does come with a bunch of different bolts, so you're able to use whatever sight your heart desires as far as that goes. When it comes to the dot on here, it is a very bright dot. You can take it very bright. We went and shot not long ago for my birthday, and it was a very sunny day, and you were still able to just see that red dot, and you were just able to tack out on target with it. I've got a few hundred rounds through this in total. The only issues that I've had with this is the failure to feed sometimes with these Magpul P mags for the 17. It's like whenever you go to rack back, it doesn't want to go in. But all you have to do is you just have to tap the back of the gun and it'll chamber in. And then as you're running it, I haven't had any kind of malfunctions. It's just normally with that, when you're chambering that first round, whether it's locked back and you're dropping it in, or whether you're just clacking like that, it normally will get hung up and stuck. But like I said, all you do is just tap the back of it and it'll chamber it in, and you're able to run, and it runs flawless ever since. Other than that, I haven't had any kind of malfunctions with this. I haven't had stovepipes. I haven't had anything crazy, really. It just runs. Other than that, but like I said, it could be something as simple as these cheap mags. I could go and get Magpul mag, or not Magpul mags, but actual Glock mags or Metgar mags, and they may run flawless for all I know. But other than that, it's been a very reliable full-size gun. If you are in the market for a cheap budget pistol that goes off of the Glock, many companies are starting to hop on to the Glock train, where the patent for the Gen 3s came up. You're seeing a ton of companies come out and produce their version of a Glock handgun. Palmetto jumped on the train and they did awesome with it. You have a ton of different slides on top. You can get compact, which are modeled after the Glock 19, which this is a full size modeled after the Glock 17. you're able to go and get a bunch of different slide cuts, a ton of different colors. They make like a funky orange, they make yellow, pink, or they make, you know, FDE green. My buddy, he's got a fully green build out on his. So you're able to customize them however you want. I think the tan and the black looks super slick. I like it, I love it. So yeah, but going back to what I was saying about the Glock Gen 3, the patent coming up, Bear Creek Arsenals came out. They're making their own version with it. You have companies such as Ruger and Magpul came together and they made their version of a Glock 19 with the RXM. We will be putting a video out on that here soon. They made their version of it. So all these companies are able to tap into that market because Glock has reigned superior for many years. You have Glock, everybody says Glock reliability. You can always count on a Glock. They have been in the sandbox. They have been in so many different places, but that is one thing that is with Glock. That price doesn't change. Does not change. You can normally sometimes get a good deal on you know, LE trade-ins or finding them used. But if you're going to buy a new Glock, you're looking to pay anywhere from $500 to $700, depending on if you get an MOS cut or not. So if you're looking for a cheaper or a budget option, you can find quality parts within the Dagger, and I highly recommend it. Hopefully one day we'll be able to get out and do a range review on this, you know, show some of the grouping, show the recoil impulse of it all. But yeah, I just wanted to come out and show you all this, have this handgun out here for y'all to take a look at, and I hope you enjoy. So if you enjoyed this content, go ahead and like this video, you know, get it out in the algorithm to help somebody who's never seen this content before, reviewed my channel before, allow them to be able to see it and help grow the channel. You know, subscribe, drop a comment on what you would like to see on further videos coming up. Weather hasn't been too great recently, been very busy, so hopefully one day we'll be able to get out to the range and get some range day videos coming out of that. If you've made it this far in the video, I thank you so much for sticking it out and for being here and supporting the channel. I just want to thank you and have a blessed day.